Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's YC Rhino, and I am moving on to episode 6 of Swarm. Oh, last episode, so good, so good. Got a little bit of a history lesson about Dre's relationship with Marissa's family. I hope we learn more, because we really need to know. I need to know why Marissa's family blames Dre for her death. I think that's going to be really important because I still feel like there's something weird with the phone. I don't know. I gotta see. I gotta see what's going to happen. So we're going to move on to episode 6. If you are interested in seeing a full-length, unedited reaction to this episode of Swarm, you can check that out on my Patreon. A link is in the description below. So let's go ahead and get into episode 6, and I hope you guys enjoy my reaction. What? Andrea Greene? This about her?
My name's Major Loretta Greene, and I'm a detective with the Memphis Police Department.
Is she related to Dre?
I got a call on a cold case involving blunt force trauma in Nashville. Tiffany Long. I went to check it out.
This is like First 48, which I love that show.
You know that Whitney song, If 6 of y'all went out?
Only 2 of y'all had
Tighten up, I'm just
dinner.
asking. You can't be too careful.
I found your credit card receipt. Yeah, it's not right, but it's okay.
We're thinking our killer comes up from behind. Bang! Tiffany falls into the wall. He stands over her, straddles her. Bam, bam, bam!
Probably not a he, it's a she.
Her social media accounts. Yeah. Text me those, please.
Is she gonna put together all the Naija posts? She gonna see all these people that died, all...
Social media is such a great resource for us nowadays.
Stupid.
Just telling on themselves is crazy. People think just because you're behind a handle and some filters, the truth won't still come out. But
sometimes you can glean a lot, particularly if all these people are talking about the same shit. Uh-huh.
I knew it.
You're gonna put it together that all of these things are behind. It's all Naija.
There was a woman murdered in her home, Dorothy Day. I'm looking at this evidence, and it's striking to me.
Oh, so she ain't got no
white woman that
ain't wearing no grease.
Definitely never seen a white woman in a bonnet. Whoever this murderer was,
you left shit like that laid around?
Just an odd scene. I think we're dealing with a sister here. The killer sounds like a black woman to me. Said it was all circumstantial.
Yeah, but it all made sense.
They caught a homeless man a few days later and arrested him.
A bonnet, though, and hair grease? That wouldn't be no homeless man.
I stumbled on a case out of Fayetteville.
Mm-hmm.
4 women, all strippers, killed and robbed a man in his home. 3 wouldn't talk. That 4th one, though. She
told everything.
Apparently, the whole robbery and murder was this girl Carmen's fault. And she would only dance to songs. Carmen was a big fan and was obsessed with her. No one's seen her or her boyfriend since.
How is this related to the Dorothy?
And now she's just putting that shit together. She's like, you know what? That bitch might be dead too.
There's similarities in all these cases. Serial killers are rare. A black female detective stumbles onto a black female serial killer.
You're not wrong.
A killer like Carmen just isn't on their radar. Black women falling through the cracks.
I like the way this episode's going. You're gonna put it together.
This guy knew what he was doing, going after her fans. Are serious.
Is she saying Beyonce? It's like she's saying Beyonce.
You don't talk bad about the queen. They don't play. The woman in Arkansas, Miss Day, also not a big fan. I'm on the brink of something big. If Carmen was as big a fan as they say, she was definitely in the hive. I had to find out who else this bee had stung. That was good, right?
Yeah, that was good.
I'm Daryl Robinson, and
Hey, Daryl.
We sometimes get a bad rap, but we're family, and we come for bitches that try to step for her, period. Just normal stuff. The hive doesn't kill people. Like, we correct bitches who need to be corrected, but, like, whoever's doing this is not one of us.
Yeah, really?
We're not bad people. We just love
Wow.
this
Donald
woman.
Glover is going in hard on Beyonce. Well, not Beyonce, but her
Not like
her
murder.
followers.
Not like murder. That's too far.
You think? He looked like he considered, and he's like, well, maybe. Yes, that's too far.
I decided to look at unsolved murders with the same MO in Texas. Khalid
Is this
Woods
Khalid?
was killed right in hometown.
Ooh.
I was hoping to talk to Khalid Woods' family.
What about?
His murder.
Was he a fan?
Hell
Was
no.
he into Did he love her or hate her?
No, I don't think so.
Did he have a girlfriend or ex-girlfriend?
Girlfriend died.
Yeah,
But she had a
girlfriend, she's dead.
friend who was a
Really?
beat fanatic.
She killed herself maybe a week before Khalid died.
What was her name?
Marissa Jackson.
I knew I'd heard that name before. I'd seen it in Ralph's tweets.
Mmm.
Things are starting to come together. Murder suites are always about love, but a suicide and then a murder? That's motive.
Ooh.
Who would think the loss of Marissa necessitated the death of Mr. Woods? Trey, looks like her friend. I wonder where she is. We should talk to her.
Mm-hmm. That's who you want to talk to.
The owner of that strip club says he lost the start paperwork for Carmen, but he did give a description.
Oh, let's see if the description matches. She like, solved. Case solved. What the
Good for
fuck?
nothing. Hello, Mrs. Jackson. My name's Detective Loretta Greene.
It's definitely a lot of house just for me.
What happened to Mr. Jackson?
Came by and asked me for some rent money. I really believe it was for her and her roommate.
Why'd she say her roommate like that? Cut out all the pictures?
Andrea was a foster child that Harris and I
Okay.
took in. I knew that Andrea wasn't your typical child, but Harris, he thought she was a lost cause.
What made him think that? Anything specific?
Well, besides that, she was a psychopath. That ain't appropriate for no school. Talent show. Get off the stage.
We did our best. Those kids were awful to her.
Andrea, she was the Jackson's foster child. She was super weird and super quiet.
She was sensitive. So was Marissa. I think that's why they stayed so close. There's a closeness with girls that doesn't always have to mean that they're, well, you know, funny.
Was Andrea into when she was younger?
Yes.
Was she?
She really was. She was
Like-
obsessed. She and Marissa.
She was the biggest fan, like above all fans ever. It was crazy. After the whole sleepover thing, I didn't want to be around her.
What happened at the sleepover?
You mentioned a sleepover?
Yes.
What happened at the sleepover?
For Marissa's birthday.
That bitch tried to kill me. At a sleepover. It was fucking insane. We all used to do this thing where whoever fell asleep first got slumbered. And so I got all the girls to jump on top of her wrist. Next thing you know, I'm being yanked back by my ponytail and slammed to the ground hard. And Andrea is just on top of me, choking me.
Oh my God.
Harris rushed in there and he broke it up. And Andrea, she just said she was sorry she spilled the milk.
I didn't even realize I got stabbed until they got her off of me.
Holy shit, she stabbed her?
We paid for the girls' medical bills. Thank God the parents, they didn't press charges.
The Jacksons got rid of
I
Andrea
would've.
shortly after that.
Where did she go?
Do you think Andrea is dangerous?
Hell yeah. Most definitely.
You did your very best, sweetheart. You did. You did your best.
Did you show her the photo?
Got on some Sam Edelman booties. It's her.
It's Carmen. Our stripper confirmed it.
Now you gotta find her.
This is sensitive info, so better let me do the talking. Good cop, quiet cop. I just had some questions about a former foster child.
Andrea, yes, I remember her.
She was taken in by the Jackson family, correct?
Yes, they had come looking for a daughter the same age as their own.
They ended up sending her back to you.
Usually when something like that happens, it's because the family feels overwhelmed. A lot of the children that we serve here have special needs and requirements.
Or just crazy.
So our ultimate goal is just to find them some stability. An adoption reversal is definitely a last resort.
I assume that violence is pretty good grounds for a reversal. What would those factors be in Andrea's case?
You want me to gossip about a child?
No, I want you to tell me she's a suspect in some murders, ma'am. Several.
Sure, what else I can tell you that you need to know at this time.
We'll be back with a warrant.
Have any more
is that
information to
you're
give
acting like
you.
you're not a mandated reporter.
Why aren't you trying to give us more information? What are you hiding?
What are you hiding? You're supposed to be the quiet cop.
You want me to tell you her sob story?
Yeah, we want it.
Touched or something?
No,
She
not
saw
that
her
part.
mother murdered, and from then on, the screw was loose.
That what happened?
The only reason why you want Andrea's sob story is so you can absolve yourselves. You need there to be a reason she was so messed up. That girl was lonely, and she was looking for acceptance. Not gonna help you judge her for something that you couldn't begin to understand.
Wow. Well, I mean, she's an advocate, but she needs to know that Andrea out here killing people.
I thought I told you to be quiet.
Quiet cop.
I got them to put out an APB for Andrea Greene, but it doesn't seem to be a priority. I keep asking myself why I'm so drawn to this case. Why I'm so drawn to her. I wonder how different life could have been for her if, say, I'd taken her in on my parents. I found a couple of other murders that fit the profile, but I need some more evidence. I just wish I could talk to her.
What about the girls that survived, the Bonnaroo girls? So did the girls not report? I mean, I guess you can't make the connection, but but they knew her name was Dre, where Eva was killed.
They found her.
Is she in jail?
She's going by Tony now. I knew we'd catch a break.
Man runs on the stage.
I'm gonna go down to Atlanta, see if I can talk to her. I told them to hold her. Hopefully she doesn't make bail before I get there.
Do you think there are more murders out there?
Hell yeah.
I guarantee it.
You would be right. She killed the guy, the Twitter guy at his house, the Instagram guy. She killed those ladies, whoever's car she had. Was that Miss Dorothy's car that she had the blood in the back seat? All right.
Show that I'm working on right now.
Hey,
with,
Donald.
Chloe and Damson and Dom Fishback. It's in the works. It's going well.
Is this for real? For real? Wait a second. Is this for real? For real? Okay, guys, that was episode 6. Is this really based on a real life serial killer? Sure, if that segment if that episode we just saw where they talk about her, the real aunt, is that real? I am so confused right now. I don't know if this is true or not true. I don't know if this is based on a real story, and I don't want to Google it because I don't want to ruin it for myself. So the only thing I can do is move on to the last and final episode, episode 7. If you guys like this reaction, which I don't even know if I reacted that much, I found myself more so just watching and listening than anything else. So, but if you enjoyed it anyway, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys later for episode 7. Bye.